Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. In a move that has sent shockwaves across the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys have officially announced their acquisition of quarterback Jared Goff, a decision that has instantly sparked heated debates, late-night Twitter threads, and a swirl of speculation among fans and analysts alike. The Cowboys, long associated with high-profile signings and headline-grabbing decisions, seem to be doubling down on their ambition to contend at the very top of the league. Goff, a quarterback whose career has been marked by both remarkable highs and challenging lows, now finds himself in the spotlight of one of football's most scrutinized franchises, a place where every throw, every decision, and every post-game comment is dissected with almost obsessive attention. Rumors surrounding this move had been circulating for weeks, with insiders hinting at negotiations, potential trades, and even locker room dynamics that could make or break the deal. Now that it is official, fans are already envisioning what this pairing might look like on the field, debating how Goff's style meshes with the Cowboys' offensive schemes, and speculating about which young weapons could benefit most from his arm and decision-making. The media frenzy is unstoppable, and social media platforms are overflowing with memes, opinions, and wild predictions about the future of this storied franchise with a new star quarterback. The timing of this announcement is almost cinematic, coming at a moment when the Cowboys are seeking to assert themselves as true Super Bowl contenders. Goff's arrival adds an element of intrigue and expectation that cannot be overstated. Analysts are dissecting every angle, from his historical performance under pressure to his synergy with key receivers, and the consensus seems to swing wildly between optimism and skepticism. Some see this as a masterstroke, a calculated gamble that leverages Goff's experience and arm talent to elevate a team hungry for championship glory. Others, however, cannot escape the shadow of inconsistency, wondering whether this gamble might backfire under the unforgiving microscope of the Dallas fan base, known for its passionate devotion but ruthless judgment. Rumors about internal dynamics have also begun circulating, suggesting that the locker room will need to adapt quickly to a new leadership style and a quarterback with a distinct approach to preparation, on-field adjustments, and post-game media interactions. Meanwhile, fan reactions range from ecstatic celebrations in online forums to cautious, almost anxious discussions about the implications for the team's long-term strategy and the development of younger players who may now need to adjust their roles. The buzz is palpable, and every journalist, blogger, and podcaster is already framing narratives about how this move could redefine the Cowboys' trajectory in the coming seasons. Speculation about the financial aspects of this deal is nearly as intense as the discussion of on-field impact. While exact figures remain closely guarded, insiders hint at a contract structure designed to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term flexibility, a signal that the Cowboys are carefully managing both risk and expectation. The potential ramifications extend beyond Goff himself, touching on roster construction, salary cap management, and even future draft strategies, with analysts predicting waves of adjustments that could ripple throughout the league. Rumors have already emerged about potential shakeups in the coaching staff or positional groupings to maximize Goff's talents, a move that underscores how much the organization believes in the transformative potential of this signing. Meanwhile, social media has become a stage for fans to express both hope and concern, generating a mix of celebratory posts, speculative takes, and humorous memes that amplify the narrative beyond traditional sports coverage. The intersection of financial strategy, team chemistry, and public perception has created a perfect storm of intrigue, leaving every observer wondering how quickly Goff can integrate, how effectively the offensive scheme will adapt, and whether this daring move will ultimately justify the hype that has engulfed the Cowboys organization. In addition to the financial and tactical dimensions, the human element of this signing cannot be overlooked. Goff, known for his meticulous preparation and analytical approach to the quarterback position, now faces the challenge of acclimating to a locker room with established hierarchies, veteran leadership, and a fan base that expects nothing short of excellence. Rumors suggest that his work ethic and commitment to film study have already begun to set the tone in team meetings, influencing younger quarterbacks and wide receivers who look to him as a mentor, even as they adjust to a new system. Meanwhile, speculation abounds about how his personality will mesh with the larger-than-life culture of Dallas football, where charisma, media savvy, and public perception often play roles as significant as athletic performance. Off the field, questions linger about his involvement in community initiatives, media appearances, and local sponsorships, all of which contribute to the broader narrative surrounding a high-profile signing. Fans are dissecting interviews, past performances, and social media posts, looking for clues about his character and leadership style, while journalists are compiling detailed timelines of his career trajectory to contextualize this latest move. The combination of on-field talent, strategic fit, and human dynamics has created a story that transcends mere roster news, transforming Goff's signing into a topic of ongoing fascination and fervent debate across multiple platforms. The timing of games, preseason preparation, and early season matchups are now being re-examined through the lens of Goff's arrival, with speculation running rampant about which defenses will pose the greatest challenge and which offensive schemes will maximize his strengths. Rumors about potential adjustments to play-calling philosophy have already begun circulating, suggesting that coordinators may tailor certain packages to his quick release, intermediate passing accuracy, and experience under pressure. Analysts are breaking down tendencies, comparing previous matchups, and creating hypothetical scenarios that could define the early months of his Cowboys tenure. Meanwhile, fantasy football players and betting communities are already adjusting projections, predicting statistical outcomes, and debating which receivers will see a surge in production under a quarterback known for precise timing and anticipation. Off-season workouts and practice reports are being scrutinized for every gesture, comment, and observation that might hint at team chemistry, cohesion, and the speed with which the offensive line adapts to a new signal caller. This ripple effect has turned a single signing into a sprawling narrative that touches every facet of football analysis, fandom, and speculation, confirming that the story of Jared Goff and the Dallas Cowboys will dominate conversations long before the first snap of the season. Meanwhile, rival teams and their fan bases are observing the development with a mix of intrigue and opportunism. Some see the move as a chance to capitalize on the transitional period while Goff integrates, while others are bracing for a rejuvenated Dallas offense that could dominate matchups if all elements align. Rumors of potential trades, strategic adjustments, and even preemptive countermeasures have begun circulating within league circles, indicating that this single acquisition has implications far beyond the Cowboys' locker room. Analysts are weighing every angle, from short-term gains to long-term impacts, and media coverage reflects the tension between optimism and the ever-present risk of disappointment. Fans are already speculating about the first touchdown, the first interception, and the defining moments that will shape perceptions of Goff's tenure, while podcasters craft narratives that oscillate between celebration and cautious skepticism. Social media engagement has skyrocketed, creating a feedback loop of opinion, rumor, and debate that ensures the conversation never truly settles, leaving every observer to wonder whether this bold move will become a historic masterstroke or a cautionary tale in the annals of NFL transactions. The ripple effects of Jared Goff joining the Cowboys have begun to extend beyond the immediate roster, with rumors circulating about potential ripple effects on the coaching staff, offensive coordinators, and even front office strategy. Insider chatter suggests that certain playbooks may undergo substantial revisions to accommodate Goff's strengths, particularly his accuracy on intermediate routes, quick decision-making, and ability to read complex defensive schemes. Analysts are speculating about which existing players might flourish under his leadership, while others might see their roles diminished or altered as the team seeks an optimal balance. Meanwhile, social media has become a storm of predictions, mock drafts, and hypothetical scenarios, with fans imagining everything from game-winning drives to dramatic interceptions that could define his first season. The human element remains central to these discussions, as observers weigh how his personality and leadership style will mesh with Dallas' locker room, which has a storied culture of both intense camaraderie and high-pressure accountability. Off-the-field dynamics, such as media expectations, community engagement, and sponsorship appearances, are also being scrutinized, highlighting the total package that a quarterback of Goff's caliber brings. With every practice, interview, and hint of strategy, the narrative expands, fueling speculation that this signing could become one of the most defining storylines of the NFL season. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. As rumors swirl, some insiders are hinting at subtle but potentially significant shifts in the Cowboys' approach to player development, particularly in the quarterback room. There's talk that Goff's experience and meticulous preparation methods are already influencing younger players, who may be adopting new routines, film study habits, and mental frameworks to emulate his approach. Analysts suggest that this could accelerate the growth of promising talent on the roster, but there are also whispers that clashes could emerge if differing styles or expectations collide in high-pressure situations. Social media reactions reflect this duality, with excitement tempered by caution, as fans debate whether Goff can truly elevate the team or whether adaptation challenges could create unexpected hurdles. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly monitoring the situation closely, using every public comment, practice report, and preseason game to assess vulnerabilities and predict how the Cowboys might perform under a revamped defensive structure. The interplay of strategy, psychology, and performance has created a narrative rich in possibilities, where every rumor adds a layer to the unfolding drama, and every observer, from journalists to superfans, is eager to weigh in on what this bold acquisition means for the future trajectory of the Dallas franchise and the league at large. Financial considerations are also feeding the frenzy of speculation surrounding Jared Goff's arrival in Dallas. While contract details remain partially confidential, insiders suggest that the structure is designed to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term flexibility, signaling the Cowboys' intent to leverage Goff's skill set without jeopardizing future roster construction. Rumors indicate that incentives tied to performance, playoff appearances, and team milestones could play a significant role, motivating both the quarterback and surrounding players to achieve collective success. Analysts are also discussing potential cap implications, with the possibility that certain positions may need to be adjusted or reshaped to optimize salary distribution, opening doors for trades, free agent acquisitions, or even draft maneuvering. Fans and media alike are dissecting every hint of negotiation strategy, trying to understand how this deal reflects the organization's broader vision, priorities, and risk appetite. The conversation extends beyond simple player performance, encompassing questions about long-term planning, organizational philosophy, and whether the Cowboys are signaling a win-now mentality or preparing for sustained competitiveness. Every detail, from contract structure to reported internal discussions, fuels a rumor mill that refuses to slow, keeping the excitement, speculation, and debate at a fever pitch. Beyond the numbers and tactics, the cultural impact of Goff joining the Cowboys cannot be ignored. Speculation about his ability to lead a locker room, navigate media scrutiny, and engage with a highly passionate fan base is already dominating discussions. Observers point to past examples where quarterback acquisitions shifted team identity, morale, and public perception, and Goff's arrival is being framed in similar terms. Fans have begun to imagine the synergy between him and Dallas' offensive weapons, debating how timing, chemistry, and strategy will translate on game day. Meanwhile, commentators suggest that even subtle personality traits, such as his approach to preparation, media interaction, and teamwork, could have outsized consequences for team cohesion and performance. Off-field visibility, including community engagement and public appearances, is also a factor, shaping perceptions and influencing the broader narrative surrounding the franchise. The combination of performance expectations, human dynamics, and media scrutiny has created a story that feels larger than football itself, with every rumor, comment, and analysis contributing to an evolving saga that will dominate conversation well before the first regular season snap, leaving fans, analysts, and rivals alike speculating about the potential transformation of the Dallas Cowboys under Jared Goff's leadership. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.